Hi, this video will show you how to create a test on Blackboard and deploy it to your students. So the first step will be to click on your course and then go to Control Panel, Test Manager, we want to add test, so we click on Add Test. Sample test, you can enter the direction or instructions here. I'm not going to, this is just the title. Hit submit. This is where I can start to create the questions. So the first question I'm going to do, it's multiple choice, and then the next question will be true or false, and basically everything works similarly from that point if you want to do an essay question or fill in response. But let's see how the first one works. Multiple choice. Click on multiple choice, click go. This is where I'll place the question. Where is Empire State Building? Simple. Point value for the question. You have the option to have the question vertical or horizontal. We usually use vertical. First answer, let's say it's Rome. Second, it's London. New York. Now once I enter the questions, by the way, if you only have 3 answers, you can always remove one. I'm not going to, I'm just leaving a multiple choice of 4 answers. The next step will be to select the right answer, and in our case the right answer is answer 3. So I click on it, and if we scroll down you can see that answer 3 is checked. That means that's the right answer, so the test knows. And this is where I scroll down all the way and hit submit. Okay, so the first question is done. Let's do the second question as true or false. Select true or false and hit go. Does LaGCC offer help with Blackboard? Again, point value for question. It is true or false. In this case it's true. We scroll down, hit submit, and we have 2 questions. So basically that's how you start inputting questions onto the test that you created. If we go back to Test Manager, we now see that sample test that I created lives on Test Manager area, but notice it says no for deployment. So it's not deployed. It's been created, but it's not deployed, meaning putting it on the assignment area, for example, where students can take it. So let's deploy this test to students, and I do that by clicking back. I can click on a long link here of my course. Let's say I want to put it under my assignments, so I click that. Next I click on edit view. Finally I have a button right here, plus test. If I click that, I see that sample test appears here. I click on it, hit submit. Test added successfully. Click OK. Now on this step I must click on modify the test option because I need to make it available. By default, once we deploy the test, what we did, we brought it to the assignment area. Now we need to make it available, so this is just the last step. We click on modify test options, and finally right here, make the link available. That's an important step. You want to scroll down and see now, do you want to use one of the options below. Multiple attempts, you can choose to have allow unlimited attempts or number of attempts. I like to, depending on the test that you're doing. Forced completion means start to end, so they cannot log out. They need to start and finish it. You can always set a timer for the test. So if it's 1 hour, for example, they need to finish it in 1 hour. You can always display it after, until. You can add a password for students if you choose to take the test. But if you scroll down, include this test in a grade center score calculation. You most likely want to do that, so the scores go directly on the grade center. You have the option to select the feedback score. I like to have both score and submitted answers so they can compare and contrast what they got wrong, but this is up to you. It's a preference. Let's say we would just want to leave score. And finally, the test presentation, I can have them all at once, one at a time if you choose, or also random questions, so they just come randomly at them. I usually leave them all at once. Again, this is a preference. By hitting submit now, test option modified successfully, click OK. Click OK finally, and if I scroll all the way, my sample test is right here. I can bring it right up top for them to take it. Select number 1. Now the sample test lives on my assignment area, so when students access the course, they click on assignments, the test is right here. They click on the test, they click OK, and they are ready to take the test. I always suggest my students to read the question, select the answer, read the question, select the answer, and then in the end hit submit. I have them, I make sure that they don't click save. Often Blackboard tend to not be very friendly with the save button. They might think they're saved, they want to go back. So the right way to take the test will be to access it, read the question, select the answer for each question, in the end hit submit, and that's a smooth experience for the students and for the professor. Once they click submit, they get graded. You go back to grade center and see the their results based on the points right here. So that's basically how you grade a test. I hope this was straightforward enough. If you have any question, you can always call me or send me an email.